Welcome to Texas Championship Wrestling from the Metroplex Arena here in North Dallas. Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Mercer. Great to have you along on this edition of Texas Championship Wrestling. And we've got Matt Borne in the battle. Borne with the Angel of Death. You'll see the Stud and Steve Austin. And a tremendous main event with the Butcher, Abdullah the Butcher, and Terry Gordy. Well, now, Terry Gordy does have something in mind on this. The Bam Bam Man certainly knows how to use his facilities.
See this right here? This is a toilet. You know, you take stuff and you flush it down the toilet and it's gone. You know, you sit it down with the water. Most of you people, you got toilets right in your home. They got toilets all over the world. They got them in Japan. They just look a little different in this toilet. You know, you take stuff and you send it down the commode and you send it out of your house. You send it out of your way. Now, Abdullah, that's what I'm going to do with you. I'm going to take you, I'm going to put you into the toilet, and I'm going to get you out of the way. You're going to be going...
TV, and mothers will be free. So, kiddies, bring your mother, bring your grandmother. We'll let them in free.
So grandmothers are coming for free, too?
Of course. It's a worldwide event.
You can't make your grandmothers mad because, remember, right around Christmas time, Easter time, and the 4th of July, who takes care of you? Your mama and your grandmother.
That's right.
I think you'll enjoy it, don't you?
I do.
March 1st.
One-man gang and the Kentucky Thoroughbreds from Lexington and from Louisville, the best right hand and the Bulldog and the Sleeping Beauty. We are here to make a mark and to make a name. Billy Travis, Terry Garvin, we're not scared of anybody, and we're gonna do it, Dallas, Texas. March the 1st. Get ready, because we're looking forward to seeing you.
And now, with the Angel of Death introducing himself, let's go up to the ring and Don Batiste.
Tonight, our first match is with Matt Borne from Portland, Oregon. His opponent from Death Valley, the Angel of Death. With his manager, Ali Farouk.
And we're ready to go with Matt Borne and the Angel of Death here in this first event on this edition of Texas Championship Wrestling. That's the Angel of Death from an appropriate place called Death Valley. And Matt Borne. You know, Matt Borne has, since the last time we talked with you, has become the World Federation Heavyweight Champion. Beating Al Perez in El Paso.
A title well earned by maniac Matt Borne. And I think the Angel of Death can be for a big surprise tonight.
Well, we had our 2-hour special some time back, and Matt Borne and Al Perez battled to a draw, in a sense. Each had a fall, and then the time limit ran out. So here we go. Matt Borne, Angel of Death. And Matt might like to make fast work of the Angel after that performance on the Tropic.
For Matt Borne, the Texas Championship heavyweight here, after defeating Al Perez.
Nice takedown by Matt, and underneath and on top the ropes goes the Angel of Death. Coming up in this program, Stud and Austin against Action Jackson and Terry Garvin, and Abdullah the Butcher meets the equally large, but not quite as, Terry Bam Bam Gordy. All that coming up on this edition of Texas Championship Wrestling.
He's got him wrapped up right here, Bill.
Got a barred wrist lock in there on Matt Borne, who's looking for, maybe, as they say in football, something underneath, maybe the midsection. Now got a half hammer lock, goes for a hammer lock.
A lot of support here for Matt Borne. The maniac Matt Borne is truly a maniac.
Matt looking for a little chance to trip up the Angel. And he does right there. Nice job. Drop on the left leg. And Matt Borne will take a little punishment, or a lot of punishment, and then come back and make the bout go his way.
He's got a whole toe there, that ankle, and I can expect to see Matt Borne work on that ankle all night, all through this match, Bill.
Borne with the work on the foot, while at the same time the Angel has set a chin lock on it. Air pull, break it off, and let's start all over. Back. Taking that left leg again. And the Angel close enough to the ropes to those long arms to make an automatic break.
5 minutes, that's the first break we've had.
Well, 4 minutes of that was trumpet playing.
Bad trumpet playing.
Monsieur Ali Farouk is working the outside of the ring and sneaking up. Trying to sneak up on Matt Borne. Matt glances over just to be sure he's not in foot's harm. Full Nelson. Angel of Death.
Matt should easily dispose of this right here on this next move. Although the Angel is applying quite a bit of pressure to the back of the head.
Angel of Death. Full Nelson on Matt Borne. The champion is seemingly unconcerned, just looking for the right way to pop out of it, and there are several. See which one he picks. He does pop out.
I don't know where Angel of Death came from. I don't know who he thinks he is even being in this ring. I don't know who his manager is. I wish you could see this. I wish you could see it, Bill. It's incredible. Matt Borne, like I said with that leg. One more time! He's gone. One more time, Texas style. And down he goes.
Working on the Angel of Death leg. Breaking, getting in charge, and keeping the pressure on. Inside step over toe hold by Matt Borne. Pressuring the Angel of Death. As we look to the future bouts in this edition of Sudden Austin and Butcher and Gordy, all coming up from the beautiful Metroplex Arena. The scene of entertainment, sports, activities, fun for the whole family. Be sure you make your way to the Metroplex Arena the next time we're here, and that's the next time you want to a good evening's outing. It's at Markville, just east of Greenville, off 635 in Dallas. Foot. Angel of Death in the face of Matt Borne.
He's got a hold of shorts here. Angel of Death. Borne looking a little, looks like a bit disoriented. Taking a lot of abuse from Angel of Death.
A forearm in the back. Matt Borne just turns and let's go judo chopping off the ropes now. Here we go.
Here comes the maniac.
Turned around, up and into a big bear hug. And that has got Borne a little disconcerted.
A little foaming at the mouth, as it looks like from here.
Big bear hug by the Angel of Death. Matt Borne trying to figure out a way out of this. Looking, working. The World Federation Heavyweight Champion, Matt Borne, in a battle here in our opening bout on Texas Championship Wrestling. Matt Borne with his fans. Pop across the ear. Matt, another bear hug by the Angel of Death. You have to work that break routine again.
It looks like a reciprocating bear hug here. And Matt Borne putting the face. He's putting the face of the Angel of Death a little bit of contourism here.
Now the Angel holding on. See what Matt's going to do. Looking for an opening, for a way out. That's Farouk pounding on the mat over here. Not the Matt Borne, just on the edge of the ring mat. Angel still holding it. Matt sliding inside now, looking for a way to break it.
It looks like a jibby shame. He's going to try and bake this bear hug. This is a famous move of Maniac Matt Borne. It's not a finishing hold by any sort, but there you go. And he reverses it to a turnbuckle.
And coming back, slicing, chopping, and the Angel.
And
it flies. Here comes Matt. Look out. You got to have the wrestler there, not the turnbuckle. And the Angel of Death wants to use his trumpet. And he and Bobby Hunter disagree over the use of that trumpet. But it's still in the ring, count of 2, and Matt almost had it. The trumpet's out. Matt's in. Backbreaker by Angel of Death on Matt Borne. Got a count of 2, and pulled him up. Thank you, Mr. Angel.
I'm telling you, that backbreaker, that's the herder. That's what decides matches, is moves like that. If you can survive one of those.
Pile driver.
It doesn't look good for Matt Borne at this moment.
1, 2, and he pulled off. Said, hey, he's going to hurt him some more. Well, that's...
he pulled off. He could have taken this match. He could have beat him easily. He could have just counted him out. And what the Angel of Death up to? 10 minutes after.
Nice pull up right there. 1, 2, 3. I'll take it. And he does.
And
So the Angel of Death got greedy, and Matt Borne takes the win.
You hit it. You hit the head on the nose. And look at this man jumping up and down like a big baby about how I lost, and I can't believe I didn't take that opportunity when I had it. And that's why they call Matt Borne the Maniac.
Well, Matt Borne picks up a win. That was not a championship on the line, but the Angel of Death is upset as he flounders and flails around the ring. Well, coming up, you're going to see the Stud in Austin against Action Jackson and Terry Garvin. And we'll bring you all that exciting action right after this on Texas Championship Wrestling.
Kevin Von Erich, I drove your brother, Kerry, to the WWF, baby. And now that you're the new heavyweight champion of Texas, you better enjoy that belt while you got it. Because it ain't gonna last long, baby. Von Erich days are over with me. There ain't one that can take on this, baby. So bring it on at the Metroplex Arena. You be there and bring that shiny belt, because I'm gonna steal it from you, baby. I'm gonna steal it.
You know, to be the Texas champion, you got to take on all comers. That's just how it goes. You know, if you're the Texas heavyweight champion, everybody that you step in the ring with is going to try to rise up to that occasion and meet you. So you got to be at your best at all times. Well, let me tell you something. If you think you're going to run me out of Texas, you've got another thing coming. You see, the Von Erichs, number 1, don't run. Number 2, I'm Kevin Von Erich, and I've had a lot of heat, and I have not backed down once. So bring it all on.
California Stud are 2 very energetic, athletic young men, and they're coming up next in our next bout. But I had an opportunity last week to visit with them. So let's journey out and tell you that location piece. Hey, it looks like I missed a chicken.
Sure did, Bill. Why don't you get us another plate, huh?
Another plate of chicken?
Yeah.
For you guys?
Yeah, why don't you get the 50 plate?
50 plate.
We'll give you one.
Oh, one chicken?
One chicken wing.
That's good.
Yes.
Hey, last time I saw you guys, you were out lifting rocks and, you know, working out, getting in shape. What do you do? That's your relaxing time?
Over there. Bill, we can't do this all the time, man. We put our time in the gym. We throw our rocks.
Yeah.
We gotta have time to relax sometimes.
So this will take a little time off and think about things.
Yeah, like Stud said, we've been in the gym, we've thrown a few rocks, we've tanned a little bit, we look good.
You tanned up a
We
little
come
bit.
down here to Hooters, you know, eat a few chicken wings.
Got some friends around?
Well, yeah. We have a
Yeah,
problem
if
with
you call them that.
friends. We don't need any friends, Bill.
Too many friends.
Me and Stud, we hang out together. We spend a lot of time together. We think about what we're going to do now. We think about what we're going to do in the future with our lives. You know, because we are going to go a long way in the sport. And the problem with being in the position that we're in is that everybody wants to be your friend when you're on top.
When you're champions, right?
Exactly, we're champions. But we don't need friends. We don't need anybody's help. We have the talent, we have the physiques, we have the mentality to do it all in this sport. And we will.
That's right, baby.
Right, baby?
So, Steve, are you the brains of the outfit?
Well, Bill, I have a sweatshirt, yes, and I am somewhat half of the brains of this outfit, but don't let this sweatshirt fool you, baby. I'm in public now. If I pull this thing out, I'm sure I'm going to start turning a few heads.
Keep it on. Keep it on, man. Don't scare him. Don't scare him.
Oh,
Exactly,
we don't want to be
exactly.
frightened to death.
Hey, I'm not chopped liver, baby. If you look at a stud here, you're looking at 6'1", 285 pounds of muscle.
Feed me.
But I'm no
Feed me,
different, baby. You're looking at some close to 600 pounds combined in the ring.
Awesome.
You're looking
Simply awesome.
You're looking at a lot of aggression, a lot of emotions, and
you know, whether we wear the shirts, whether they're trying to show what we're made of or not. It doesn't matter. We do what we want to do, where we want to do it. If we want to come down here to Hooters and have a few beers, drink some chicken wings, well, that's what we're going to do, because no one tells us what to do.
What?
Hey, you bunch of shots.
Got him. Got him.
God, that's a bust.
The Metroplex Arena, and our next event on Texas Championship Wrestling, here's Don Batiste.
Match this evening, we have the debonair duo of Steve Austin and the California Stud. Their opponents tonight are from Louisville, Kentucky, Terry Garvin, and a favorite of Metroplex Arena, Action Jackson. This will be a one-fall, 30-minute bout. Your referee is Bobby Turner.
All right, a tag team event here with Action Jackson and Terry Garvin. A couple of popular young men at the Metroplex Arena teaming up against the Stud and Austin. And starting it will be Austin, Steve Austin. He has local ties. Not in Dallas necessarily, but in Denton, a little farther north from here, where he played football at the University of North Texas. An outstanding linebacker. And he's not backing up to anybody as he flips Terry Garvin around and gives him a look of disdain, I guess. Adam, you could call it that. Adam Beach with me.
Yeah, Bill Mercer, he's a fine athlete. They do a lot of weightlifting. Him and the California Stud are pretty much inseparable from what I understand. Fine athletes. And they're not going to back down to anybody, especially the likes of Terry Garvin.
Well, they're not twins. They look a little alike, but they dress alike, except for the one has black boots, the other has white boots. Maybe that's a distinguishing mark. And Austin saying, Garvin, you might as well go to the dressing room because it's all over. Well, he's not leaving yet.
Garvin's faced up some pretty bad characters, including Angel of Death, Abdullah the Butcher. He's not afraid of Steve Austin.
That's Steve Austin hammering on Terry Garvin. Bobby Turner, the official, says open that fist up a bit. Oh, a right uppercut. Ooh, that levels you. And that gave Garvin a headache. He's in trouble right now. That's the Stud saying who's the best. Diving body slam, driving Garvin into the mat. So it's Steve Austin taking charge and bouncing hard. Look out. Goes Garvin down with an elbow smash across the chest. Oh, Steve Austin really wound up here.
He is. Steve Austin's the best at the moment. Some fine moves.
Not that one.
No, not that one, Bill.
Garvin made the key move at the right time. Timing is everything. And Steve Austin. But he comes right back. He has enough momentum on Garvin to keep this thing going, and he's doing that right now. Off the rope. Look, this move by Garvin, and rolls him up. Puts his own up, shoulder stand reverse. 1, 2, and oh, almost 3. Nice work by Garvin. Arm drag, and Garvin is a tornado right here.
Yeah, Garvin's hurting for certain. So Steve Austin here. These two work off each other's energy, and they'll throw it back and forth until one of them runs out of endurance. It's going to be interesting to see who that is tonight, Bill.
We had an earlier bout on another edition of Texas Championship Wrestling. One of the wrestlers had their leg, his leg, the Dragon Master, under the bottom rope, just as Austin did then. Thought it was a way to get counted out, protected in the bout, and it was not. As we saw Austin under the bottom rope, under it, doesn't count, over it does. Oh, unless the body is underneath that rope.
Exactly, Bill. That's how the Angel of Death lost that match.
Here is Perry Jackson coming in.
Perry's fresh right now. He hasn't had any action. And Steve Austin's been working with Terry Garvin. And he's taking Austin through the works right now.
Perry Jackson trying to take up where Garvin sort of left off, and Austin is taken over right away. Boy, Austin's a one-man wrecking gang here. Now says, okay, I'm tired. Come on in, Stud. And right into an arm drag of Perry Jackson. Another. And Austin looking Like, hey, what's going on here? I set this up and Stud's messing it up.
Yeah, the only thing Stud's messing up is his hair. You can't mess up Terry Jackson's hair. Terry's talking about, I'm Action Jackson, get out of my way. And Stud is going to be reversed to nothing but a puddle of mud.
Little rip, a little tear, and away goes the Stud. Oh, Action Jackson in charge. 1 is the count. And Action is in action. Arm drag, nicely done by Jackson. Now he takes the arm and extends it.
Look at the look on Action Jackson's face. As soon as they gave him a chance to give a close-up, he's saying, you want some of them, Garvin? Come on, come here. You can have some of the Stud here. Well, let's see what a Stud he is now. Oh, on the top bill, on the top of the turnbuckle, diving, pile-driving elbow to the neck, and the Stud's going to feel that one.
Oh, Terry Garvin takes over. He drives in on the arm, sets up the one they just pounded on, and has that extended real well. So Steve Austin started it, but right now Jackson and Garvin are finishing it. In our second bout here on Texas Championship Wrestling, coming up on our main event, Abdullah the Butcher and big man Terry Gordy. That is a huge event with huge men.
Huge event. It's going to be a great event. It's the event that Texas has been waiting for.
Austin. That's Garvin on the fly. And Austin making a big mistake with that right elbow. He spun up. 1, 2, and not quite 3. Stud was going to protect him, but Austin saved himself. Good move by Garvin. Bobby Turner complaining to Garvin that he had a complaint that he's pulling hair. Well, Garvin has too much hair to pull somebody else's hair.
Well, I hope that Bobby Turner goes by what the rules are, not what the crowd says.
This is Austin with a spinning wrist lock. And Garvin trying to spin it back. Now, turn it up. Pressuring on that wrist, pressuring more on it.
Austin's got him in a compromising position here. It's going to be interesting what he does to him. And if Austin can wrap this up, about 8 minutes have gone by.
Here comes the Stud, and he pounds in the midsection, taking over from Austin. The last time he took over, he almost lost the bout. Let's see if he can hold it for Steve now, and himself. As the California Stud sets up Garvin. Light body slam, going to put him in a position.
Oh, my God, no. Oh, and he misses with a flying elbow. Holy mackerel. Stud is definitely a stud when it comes to this kind of stuff. And let me tell you something, if that would have hit Garvin, it would have been all over. Curtains. Good night, baby.
Well, here's Austin back in now. And Garvin unleashing an attack to the midsection of Steve Austin. But Steve very quickly ties him up, sends him scooting. Oh! Stud with a pull back from the outside.
I didn't see anything there.
Well, Stud reached in and up into Garvin coming off the ropes. Just a little turn him up.
Hey, don't you talk to me!
That's California Stud complaining to Bobby Turner. Steve Austin, shot to the jaw. And there's one for Perry. And Austin has been a wild man in this crowd. A guy possessed. Good shoulder butt. Here comes Stud. Dropping across the throat. On top. 1, 2. Whoa, almost 3.
I don't believe he kicked out of that one. I thought that leg across the throat, 260 pounds full of meat, would have definitely put him out for the count.
It's the Stud continuing the battle here at the Metroplex Arena, Texas Championship Wrestling. He asked the question, who's the best man? Well, we got a lot of them. The likes of Gordy and Borne and Perez and the Iceman and Dr. Death Steve Williams.
Yeah, don't forget
some of the world's greatest wrestlers.
Don't leave out Abdullah the Butcher. That's probably the greatest of them all.
Maybe by some. Maybe by Stud and Perry Jackson. Meanwhile, across the ring, look what's happening to Garvin. He's ripped on the bottom rope. Now Stud is adding more of that choke on the other side. And poor Terry Garvin is not the center of attention right there. He should have been.
Terry Garvin, I don't know how he's even hanging on. I don't know why he's hanging on. But the Stud is not going to let up until he goes down.
Well, it's pride. Pride, and I guess he thinks he can come back, and certainly pride right here is carrying him. He's falling back a bit. These two guys have got it really worked out well. Good pair, good team. They know how to time it, get the rhythm, make things go. Look at this. Oh, flying body slam.
It's like you said before, Stud and Austin, both athletes.
Not quite three, just two did miss. I thought he had it. Thought he had the three. And do it again. Goes back to a chin lock reverse. Steve Austin, California Stud, challenging Terry Jackson, Mr. Action Jackson, and Terry Garvin. It's Garvin who's in trouble. California Stud holds on. Now here comes Garvin. Steve Austin down with a bulldog head match. Into the mat by Terry Garvin.
Steve Austin paid the piper on that move. 10 minutes gone by in this match. Garvin rolls out. Jackson's fresh.
Here comes Jackson against the Stud. And these two with Perry Jackson well rested. Stud red-faced after that fly through the atmosphere. Perry Jackson trying to find a way to work on him. There's a return. Steve Austin coming in now.
We had a legal tag there when he had the air bill.
Well, Jackson didn't know he'd been tagged. That's what fooled him. Nice move by Stud Austin. And there's a clothesline. Back again is Stud. Here comes Austin in to finish. Setting him up. And a body breaker. And look out. Oh, across the top of the net. Flying elbow drop. Jackson had no way on this one. 2, 3. And the Stud and Austin win it.
It's over. It's over. The Stud and Austin win it. And what a fine move that was.
There they are. Acknowledged as the winners outside the ring. The fans don't like to acknowledge them, but California Stud likes to intimidate a bit. So there they are. Who's the best? California Stud and Steve Austin? Right now they are over Terry Garvin and Action Jackson. But don't go away. We got the big main event. Abdullah the Butcher and Terry Gordy coming up on Texas Championship Wrestling.
March 1st, Texas Championship Wrestling here at Metroplex Arena. We'll be filming worldwide TV, and mothers will be free. So kiddies, bring your mother, bring your grandmother. We'll let them in free.
So grandmothers are coming for free, too?
Of course, it's a worldwide event.
You can't make your grandmothers mad because remember, right around Christmas time, Easter time, and the 4th of July, who takes care of you? Your mama and your grandmother.
That's right.
I think you'll enjoy it, don't you?
I do.
March 1st, Friday night.
रेसलर जो है उसके लिए यहाँ पर इन लोगों के साथ कंडीशंस गेटस की वजह से मैं आपको ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि भाई ये जो ओनली यहाँ ये मिडिल ईस्ट की जो बात जो हो रही है.
Well, it's an interesting tape. The only reason that they're in the U.S. is because of the unstable condition in the Mideast. Well, that's okay. Let's work our way now to the main event. And here it is, featuring this big man, the Freebird. The big and agile Terry Bam Bam Gordy coming up for his main event battle in this beautiful Metroplex Arena. Just off 635 in North Dallas, off Greenville Avenue on Markville. Make it your center of athletic event support, strictly for Texas Championship Wrestling. And coming in, Farouk and his big man, his behemoth, Abdullah the Butcher.
And Bill, the fans are going to come unglued when this man comes out. Here he is, all 305 pounds of holy mackerel. He is a crazy man, Abdullah the Butcher.
And here he is, Abdullah the Butcher, ready to go. And Farouk pointing and gesturing. Wait till the Butcher makes it up to the ring. And let's go now with Don Batista. She's kind of moving away from Farouk. Don? He doesn't want Don in the ring. Okay. Don, go ahead and announce him the side there.
Tonight we have, for the main event, a match worth waiting decades for. Both these men are 300-plus pounds. From Sudan, Abdullah the Butcher. His opponent tonight, from Bad Street, USA, Terry Bam Bam Gordy. This will be a one-fall, 30-minute bout. And the ref is John Renisto.
Okay, Don. John Renisto, the official. Bam Bam Gordy and Abdullah the Butcher, over 300 pounds. And John is trying to sort out Farouk to sort him out of the ring, and we're ready to go. Abdullah the Butcher.
Whoa, look at
aptly named.
Look at the size of this man.
You know, they talk about the fact, and we were getting that little tape from the Arab Connection video service, that they used to have to chain this guy over there to keep him from causing devastation all over the country.
Well, I don't doubt that for a second. You need to chain this man. He's a crazy man. He doesn't care, and he'll win at all costs, as you're going to see here tonight. I've seen this man over and over again in all kinds of wrestling matches against all kinds of big men. And you know what? Every time I see him, I am more than impressed with his size.
Yeah, it just stands out. Butcher is there, Gordy's here. There's the collision, over 600 pounds. And they bounce off that mat. By the way, next time on Texas Championship Wrestling, you got to see the best of Texas Championship Wrestling. Join us next week. Some of the great, ooh, look at that. Butcher stands his ground. 300 pounds meets 300 pounds.
He didn't even move.
The immovable force meets the immovable force. And Gordy says, well, let me try that again. The great, well, you put these two in football uniforms and have them colliding against each other, huh?
Yeah, I don't even think football uniforms or pads would help. You know, I was backstage and I was talking to Abdullah the Butcher, and I had a translator with me, and I said, Abdullah, do you have any predictions for the fight tonight? And he said one word, and I said to the translator, what was that word? And he says, pain. I predict pain.
Well, that's what he's doing right now, putting in that nerve hole in the shoulder of Terry Gordy, clutching his fingers in, driving in to cause that excruciating pain in the shoulder, and you can see Terry trying to come up. Right back in there again, digging in with those fingers. See that tape around the end of his index and middle finger.
I see that there, Bill. It doesn't seem like, seems like Bam Bam's having trouble breathing almost in that hole. He's gasping for air and he's grabbing for that rope.
Well, you know, when you hit your elbow, you fall down on your elbow and it feels like it's broken your arm to pieces. It is hard to breathe. Yeah. That's that pain from the nerves that kind of take your breath away.
And Abdullah is utilizing everything he can right now.
Yeah, into the armpit and taking the nerve endings in there and cauterizing it. A little discussion there back and forth that nobody can understand except those two. There's Abdullah. A look from above. From the sky camera held by our engineer here on the parapet of the ring. Right there, looking at him. The great thing to keep the cameras moving and get you all these great shots. These guys work awfully hard at this.
I don't know what those two are discussing, but it can't be good because Abdullah has his hand in matter.
He's working on that area underneath the armpit. How sensitive that is. You can imagine Gordy's turning kind of blue now. Trying to pull himself to the rope and break it, and he did. Nice work by Gordy, but the Butcher's not through yet.
And he continues to work on that armpit, on those nerves under there, very sensitive. And Gordy is in pain from the beginning. 30 minutes could be a long time here tonight, Bill.
Gordy can't change this attack of the Butcher, and he has not been able to. He's in worse shape now because he can't go to the ring rope. He's out there nearly in the center of the ring. He's going to have to absorb this until he can come up with a solution to a counter to this hole that the Butcher has placed in his his armpit. Over the right side.
Gordy's flailing his legs.
They're trying to work over there.
Yeah, I don't see anything coming from him. And Abdullah's having a good time with this. Him and his manager visiting still ringside. I just can't like this guy. And I can't like the way he dresses. Look at this suit. Where the hell heck do you get something like that?
Well, probably from a tent maker. Or a canvas maker.
Small tent, one-man tent.
Right now, the biggest problem for Gordy is not Farouk. It is that big right hand into his right armpit, continuing to cut off the nerve endings. And there he made it. Nice effort. Great struggle to pick up that short yard for the first down. Or at least to break out of there for a moment and try to protect that arm. Right back in those kind of karate chops that Abdullah the Butcher is throwing at him. Here's Gordy fighting back, trying to protect his right side. But he couldn't do it. And Abdullah's back there again, finding that home hunting ground.
He's a crazy man. He's a wild man. And 5 minutes of this, I'm surprised anybody could take 5 minutes of the pain that Abdullah has given to Terry Bam Bam Gordy.
Gordy still hurting, thanks to Abdullah the Butcher. Found the plate, found a way to hurt Bam Bam, stays on it. And Gordy in trouble, as he has been, through the first part of this bout. Again, it reminds you that next week, I want you to tune in, join us right here for the best of Texas Championship Wrestling. And we'll bring you some of the highlights of the greatest bout so far in this new class of wrestling.
And here you can hear the fans, Bill. The fans want Terry Gordy. They want him to come back. They want him to stand up. They don't want anybody coming over here from another country beating one of their, how do you say, homeboys. Terry Gordy can be considered a homeboy because he's from the United States. He's a free bird. He's a survivor. And Abdullah the Butcher might be having a little pain on him now, but I think things are going to change here pretty soon.
Well, I'm sure Bam Bam, well, he's working at it. He's over trying to get that foot over the top rope, or the bottom rope. Not the top one. He's right back in. Abdullah clutching, pulling.
Look at that.
Joe Ernesto.
Look at the look in Abdullah's eyes. I wish we can't see it here quite yet.
Well, Ernesto thinks he's just about ready to give up. He's taken so much of this. And Bam Bam trying to put that break. Won't quite stick. He can make just one lunge to his left. One move, he can put that foot over the top rope and break it again. That's what he's done twice before. Trying to work at it again to protect himself.
Gordy reaching for that bottom rope there.
Discussion going on between Abdullah and Farouk. Now the leg comes over, and maybe he can do it this time. Body over. He's under it. He's under it. And again, those 8 fingers jamming, smashing into the armpit of Bam Bam Terry Gordy.
Psychotic. That's what I call Abdullah Butcher. He's a psychotic wrestler. He's a crazy man. The sweat profusely dripping from the top of his forehead. A forehead that has been ravished by many, many bouts. And Gordy is in pain.
That forehead looks like a Rand McNally road map. Or that they might want to make a road map out of it. But right now, it's Bam Bam Gordy that is in trouble. And Bam Bam has not had a moment's peace. A rest from that right there. Jamming into the nerves underneath the armpit. And I think that is really excruciating. Trying to do something with that pain. Headbutt. Shakes up the Butcher. Kick, and Gordy trying to survive. Not necessarily win right now, just survive. Here he comes. Oh, a chop right across the jaw. The Butcher, you know the size of this guy, Adam. He's still very, very quick.
Yeah, he's very quick, he's very agile, and he doesn't want to lose any ground that he's taken already. And he keeps kicking on that same, there you go. Look at that grip he's done on that armpit there. And Terry is in excruciating pain at this moment.
Same thing he's done, but it's been important. It's been working, and he's wearing Gordy down. That's the point. Wearing him down. It's like a boxer pounding to the body, left to the body, right to the body, and then step back and let one fly to the jaw. But this body attack now of Abdullah's is in the armpit.
You know, Bill, me and you have been together for a lot of years, and we've seen a lot of these bouts, and I don't think Terry Gordy is by any chance washed up or out of this yet. He might be in some pain about now, but Abdullah lets up for one instant, and Gordy's going to be right back there in his face, and Abdullah is going to see canvas.
The Butcher has to break this hold. Ernesto says up, and for the fourth time, Bam Bam Gordy has struggled to the ropes to come out of that excruciatingly painful hole under the armpit. And Gordy's there again. All he has to do is flip that left leg over there. And right now, he's concerned about it still. Has not done that yet. At some point, Gordy's going to have to try to turn this bout around. He is losing his energy.
10 minutes of this, Bill. That's what we're at so far. The 10-minute mark out of a 30-minute match. And the Gordy has taken, this is almost like torture. He's got his arm bent back. What would you call this here?
Well, he's just controlling that arm and keeping that it's sort of like a half hammerlock.
I wish the fans at home could see it up close as we can, Bill. But the underpit of Terry Bam Bam Gordy is black and blue, is bruised, is hurt.
And Gordy wrestled into the corner buckle. That might be a bad move by Abdullah because Gordy has a chance now. Although the hold is still on that armpit, Gordy might be able to work his way out of here. Try to get his 300 pounds extricated. Now there's that same hold on the armpit. Abdullah the Butcher won't release it.
And Abdullah the Butcher is a smart man because if the Butcher releases this hold, Bam Bam Gordy's going to wreak havoc on this man from the Sudan.
Not an inspiring creature in evidently his physical fitness ethics, looking at his body style.
I know, yeah. And a lot of people say that, Bill, and in the Sudan, where he comes from, a lot of people consider him to be very, very beautiful. The Sudan's a very poor nation, and to have somebody weigh that much, and you know the rolls of fat underneath his arms are considered fat. That's beauty right there.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad we can consider that somewhere. Right now, Bam Bam's turned it around a bit. Maybe he's got an opportunity, but see that left hand of the Butcher still thrusting into the armpit of Gordy, who just can't get on track in this bout yet. Cannot get on track. Kick, now he does. Maybe this is an opportunity. There's another kick. And we can move that behemoth. Here comes Gordy in the front. Good kick on the jaw. I thought he might go right through the mat.
I did too, Bill. Holy mackerel. And the fans come to their feet. Abdullah, 300-plus pounds to the floor of the Metroplex Arena. And Gordy is back.
Gordy battling back. He's taken a lot of punishment. Just a one hole. And he's trying to turn it around now. Turn it around against Abdullah the Butcher. He's got to take a little time. Can't explode quickly just to get all the feeling back in his right side. There goes the Butcher. Involved together in the corner. Gordy, knee lift to the jaw. Gordy attacking the Butcher. Gordy goes again, and down goes Abdullah.
I don't know, Bill. From what it looks like from here, it looks like Abdullah's been able to dish it out, but he ain't taking it too well.
Here's the count. 1, 2. Nope, not 2. Well, it might be a 1.5. And Abdullah is trying to come up. Gordy. Oh, a hard right hand to the jaw. And here comes Abdullah flying. Oh, and he missed. Great move by Gordy, sliding out from under the bottom rope. And Gordy coming back. Back with the golden thumb. And there it is, into the neck. Gordy developed the thumb. And now he's got Abdullah all tied up. And Abdullah's eyes begin to spin. And it's the thumb in the throat, Adam, that's doing that to Abdullah.
Yeah, that thumb in the throat.
Oh, Ernesto just got whacked. And he is struggling right now, and Farouk motioning. What's he motioning for?
I don't know, but this oriental spike, as we call it in wrestling, has got Abdullah turning different colors of blue here.
Oh, look out. Here comes the Angel of Death from the Dragon Master. And we got a war going on now as they come in to interfere. John Renesto. Bobby Turner coming up trying to separate things.
Renesto holding it so can't hardly break.
Farouk just threw the official out. Renesto coming out this side and down onto the floor. And here comes Matt Borne, and it's a wild finish. Iceman. A gang warfare going on now with the gang.
I don't believe it. Angel of Death, Matt Borne, Bam Bam Gordy, Iceman, Dragon Master.
So the war goes on here. The interference was actually first by Farouk. Dragon Master's out of there. Now here comes a security officer. Security officer coming in, and he's pointing to the Dragon Master. And we've got another security officer here. And they're taking Farouk, or Dragon Master, away. And here's the situation now. With the winner, of course, Bam Bam Gordy.
Terry Bam Bam Gordy. No surprise here.
Security people are taking the Angel out. Going out to the back. And moving them out. Taking them away. Farouk is still complaining, but these two security people are moved in a hurry. What do you say, John? All right. Bam Bam.
You know something, Bill Mercer? You know how Terry Gordy is. The people around Dallas, Texas knows what Terry Gordy's all about. And you know we love giving the people action like this right here. Texas Championship Wrestler. I enjoy coming to Texas. I love Texas. It's my second home.
That's right. I know what you're all about, too. This is Texas Championship Wrestling, and we're not going to stand around and go for stuff like that. When it's one-on-one, it's one-on-one, mano-a-mano. But when three guys jump on one, hell, that's when I cut loose, baby. And this is Iceman, and we got Terry Gordy. And we're number one, baby. We're not picking up for nothing.
I'll put it this way. We here for a reason and not for a season. Can you dig it?
Yeah.
Have mercy. Got that Brian Adias, you understand? Used to be the Von Eric's one-hand man. But then he did something a little fishy. Well, now I know about your Oriental, too, you understand? But see, remember me about the butt, you understand? And also remember one thing else, Brian Adias, come next Sunday, these soup bones. Take your pick. Can you dig it? Ha! Metroplex Arena, Texas Championship Wrestling. Everybody's wondering where Brian Adias has been? Well, let me tell you where he's been. He's been barred because using the Oriental tool. Well, let me tell you something. Gary Hart and Championship Wrestling of Texas has brought it back. Let me tell you something, Iceman King Parsons. I've been down the road with you. I've wrestled you 1,000,000 times. Like Mama used to say, it be that way all the time with Brian Adias.
They are not under arrest. They are just trying to be quieted down so we can find out exactly what's happening. And we'll give you more on this situation at our next program. Till then, good night, everybody.